Laughter. It's an inherent human function that is found everywhere in the world, bridging cultures, languages, and even continents. Like, take this image right here. Like, you don't need social context to realize that that is funny. Now, this is the part of the presentation where you laugh. Laughter in and of itself is very weird. I mean, like, what else do you call it when you uncontrollably contract your face and force air out of your lungs when you look at an image of a funny-looking cantaloupe? Humans are not the only creatures to experience laughter, not by a long shot. Chimpanzees laugh, dogs laugh, even rats laugh. Each of these animals laugh when they are tickled or when they experience play. So that must mean that laughter is a social thing, and to that you'd be very right. When you ask people about laughter, they instantly start to think of jokes and stand-up comedians, but the thing is that laughter has less to do with comedy and more to do with evolutionary social behavior. Now, researchers in the field of laughter and human behavior, like Robert Provine, have found out that less than 1 in 5 chuckles come from a joke. And statistically, it's most likely that the person telling the joke is the one laughing. In fact, you are 30 times more likely to laugh when you are in a social situation than when you are alone. And you are far more likely to laugh with someone that you know rather than when you're with someone that you don't know. I'm showing off those mirror neurons there. Now, like yawning, laughter can be very contagious, kind of like a behavioral disease. Now, according to a 2014 Harvard Business Review article, laughter relieves stress and boredom, it boosts engagement and well-being, and it spurs not only creativity, but collaboration, supposedly. But also analytic decisions and productivity. Humor can also be used as a memory aid because funny moments are emotionally charged and can help de-escalate conflicts, making people less argumentative and defensive, and can even be used as a form of mocking, case in point, Schadenfreude. It has even been theorized that laughter predates human speech to establish tribal hierarchy and to build connections. But laughter is not just behavioral. It's also rooted in human biology, as observed by people who are blind or deaf, who experience the same kind of laughter that people without those disabilities do. And even most babies exhibit laughter like way before they're able to speak. So we know that laughter has its roots in human biology. Now this is where laughter starts to get interesting, when we start to look at the breathing patterns. Now, as you can see by the chart up here, human breathing is normally pretty tame. It looks like a gentle wave as the muscles in the lower chest cavity expand and contract the lungs. And as we start talking, it starts to get a little funky because of the minute muscle contractions that we have evolved over millions of years so that we can develop speech. But when we start to laugh, that's when the fine motor contractions, the fine evolutionary skills we've developed, they just go out the window. You can see that these muscle spasms go up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down as we're laughing. And sometimes when these spasms run together, we get that kind of wheezing effect that you sometimes hear. And actually, in fact, when you laugh for real, you start to speak at a much higher frequency than normal because just so much air is coming out of your lungs at one time. Laughter can even be beneficial to your health. It has been shown that people's pain tolerance has been shown to go up when laughing than compared to when they're not. And a study done at the University of Maryland shows that laughter increases overall blood flow the same way that exercise does or cholesterol-lowering drugs does. But that's only when you laugh for real. You won't get those same effects when you're faking it. And actually, the topic of fake laughter versus real laughter is quite interesting. I mean, humans have evolved to have 2 types of laughter. One where we're rolling on the floor laughing, and one where we're just laughing just to be polite. And we've gotten very, very good at telling the difference. Now, showing by this chart up here, the blue areas represent the real laughter parts of the brain, the parts of the brain that are responding to the auditory cortex. And the pink areas over here are used for mentalizing or thinking about how someone else is thinking. Now, we've also found that people got better and better at recognizing the difference between fake laughter and real laughter as they get older. As seen in the chart right here, you really don't fully understand laughter until you get into your late 30s, early 40s. An interesting add-on to this is that as you get older, you actually seem to catch laughter from other people less and less. So as you get older, you start to understand laughter more and more, which means that you need more than just a funny picture to really start laughing. And now you are all just a little smarter when it comes to the funniest field in neuroscience and human behavior. Thank you very much.